Yo Hui, S Mardi, Parlons en français, je ne peux pas parler français, apprenons la français, où est-on? Nous, c'est l'on, nous promenons, je vais promener, faire une promenade, right? Où est l'on? Nous, c'est l'on, nous promenons, je vais promener, faire une promenade, and il pleut, est-ce un je norvégien? Nous traversons la route, we are crossing the road, yes, remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 12 degrees la soir, right? Because it's night anyway. Okay, cool. So you, yeah, I don't live in a high rise, but I think I'm okay. Woo, cold. 12 degrees is cold at night wearing this type. Yeah. Also, we want to add some more. No, we still want to learn French. Okay, so today we don't have any new words, but to kick off, we try to remember all the stuff we can. So, return à la maison. No, la maison, the house. Loge? No, lodge. Right, lodge is also a house. So return à la maison, that's for later. We are returning to home. École, hospital is hospital. École is school. École, actually école. That's how I remember the spelling. École. Yeah. Anyway, that's that for French. Okay, let's go. No, before that, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, no, 5, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, anyway, 4, 5, 6, 7, 17, 18, 19, 20, and un, and then from here to ton, because it's the same thing. Chilly. Okay, interesting. Anyway, most important part is today. Well, technically it's supposed to be for yesterday, but sadly we cannot talk in the main road. Yeah, it's quite noisy. Anyway, what? Yeah, you know what? Be right back. Okay, so well, let's see how noisy it is, because I haven't previewed the video. If it's too noisy, I'm gonna not walk in the main roads where there's filled with cars. And surprisingly, Vancouver has more cars than Montreal. Yeah. Anyway, that's okay. That's totally a-okay. We reached the main road. Get a video of a nice sky. Okay, so today's topic is, should I buy a standing table worth $300 versus a normal table of the same brand? Okay, it's the same brand. For $100, why would I want to pay a table threefold for the same purposes? Now, this is a very good debate, because it will be used for the years to come. And on one end, I would like to say quality over quantity, but on the other hand, table is a quality item, no? So that's interesting, because right now I'm living in a lifestyle where I have to be a better judge. I need to make the best financial choice for my future plan, and that's a very critical thing, right? So as of today, obviously it is not a financial, it's not financially sound if I buy an expensive furniture, right? Regardless how I see it, because in these 4 coming months, up to next year February, I'm gonna say March, right? Up to next year March, I will be bleeding money non-stop. That's 1,000 every month minimum for the rent in Montreal, right? That is something that is painful. And then some says, oh, you know what? You could have paid all now, and then don't need to worry, right? But answer is no. That's reckless spending. You must, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna get off to the main road because this one is quite critical for me, and hopefully you can pick something up. And well, if you think they have a better idea on financial planning, can always let me know. That's always cool. I always change, right? Financial plans are not rigid, especially my plans. They are a little bit loose, but they also has to be a little bit more credible for its change. Also, it's very dark. I don't think you can see me, so that's sad. Alright, so to put it simple, like owning a car, technically sound, I don't need an expensive car. So I get a car from point A to point B, perfect. And then on the other hand, you don't even need the car if the public transport is good, right? That's how I live my way so far for car. And well, not to say, no, you know what, I'm kind of blessed. I got a new car when I started work. That's great. Only when I towards the end, then I swap out to a more functional car, and the functional car breaks down a lot. So in the end, new is better than not new, right? But that's just my experience. Same goes with phone. I bought second-hand phone. I thought, you know what, let's get into the used category because I just need it to function. And then late, I mean not say later, but my experience says phones not worth getting used. Right? Don't even bother. Electronic goods, not bothered. Alright, don't even try. That's my experience. Don't even bother trying to use. And then because of that, it comes to a full cycle. When I was here, it's like, hey, you know what? Table, chairs, I can used as long as it's functional. So it's weird. I'm on this route, or in this little thingy where should I? Not say should I. Like what deems what is deemed better to get used, and what is deemed better to get new. Alright? When I had a talk with my friend, car, in the end, it's better to get new, which I agree in this case, because anything that's used, just get rid. And that's also one thing I need to do, is get rid all the old cars. Well, not the old cars, technically they are my parents, but it's a good advice, right? I think that's the best advice. Get rid of everything that's old, because being in Malaysia and being in a typical Malaysian family, everybody has cars, each to their own. Not to say it's wrong, but it becomes, well, for me, now it becomes redundant because I'm not in the country, so therefore it should be sold. And that's that. Simple as that. No point keeping, right? No point keeping, just sell it away. Same goes with a lot of items when I move here as well. So then again, it's a second experience. I'm gonna say it's a sign twice. One 3 years ago and one like last week. So two very obvious signs that says we should get rid of stuff. And then on top of that, third sign, right, is that I made a decision to become, not to say minimalist, but to minimize physical ownage, which is also interesting because I will get that too much later. Definitely not now. So yeah, you heard that right. It's physical ownership. I own a lot of toys. That's why I'm trying to go into more digital stuff. And then digital becomes the same thing as well. I'm collecting digital junk, which also gets a new purge. But digital junk is a bit easier to purge because I just press the delete button and it takes out bits and bytes, which also come to this question: do you actually own anything in the digital world? So anyway, that's a topic for another day. So yeah, so should I get an expensive table? Because I own a lot of all this expensive, right? Quality over quantity, but did it actually provide quality? That's the question. Because all this while I've been surviving on a $20 table, $20 glass table to be precise, and it has worked well so far. So on one end, well, it's not beautiful, it's not nice, it's just functional. And that also applies to where I sleep as well. Well, the mattress is technically free, in my opinion. Well, let's call it free, right? We're not going to go into specifics. We already said that a few times ago. Few vlogs and few days, few weeks and months ago. So yeah, bed. I don't need a fancy bed. Sure, I mean, I don't sleep that well, but then again, I got this $250 bed. In fact, is it more comfortable than the $100 free bed? If I were to pay, the $100 free bed is way better. And the only difference is I sleep on the floor, which is, again, do I really need a bed frame, which costs easily $200-300, right? And then I got a sofa bed for free because I just pick it up off the road, clean it up, right, and then disinfect it. Done. So again, do I really need to spend so much money? And then of course when I move here, all this thing has to be moved out. Even though I got it for free, stubborn, should sell, right? Should have sold. Makes my life so much easier, which it's gonna be a callback sooner or later in the future. But that's not it actually. I'm not saying that's not it, but that's not just all of the cheap stuff, right? I'm not just frugal and cheapskate in terms of all this, because I bought a very expensive, I bought an expensive laptop, and it has worked so well so far for me. I think it's hitting 5 years already. 5 solid years for a okay, so it's almost 10,000 ringgit, right? 10,000 divided by 3, that's 3 grand. 3 grand laptop, Canada. But don't convert, right? Let's take 10,000 ringgit. 10,000 ringgit is actually a lot of money, and to put into perspective, right, it is easily 5 months of salary, right, for people who just started to work. Easily 5 months, or could be more. Malaysia likes to underpay people a little bit. Okay, 5 whole months of salary, that's crazy. But then again, Malaysia, or rather Asian country these days, splurge like what, 3-4 grand for a phone. In fact, 3-4 grand for a phone is overkill, in my opinion, right? Phones, I used to buy expensive phones. I used to buy iPhone. In fact, I wanted to buy iPhone now, not because it's an iPhone, because unfortunately unfortunately iPhone only has the technology to do one of the stuff that I want to do. But again, I'm not gonna earn money, so that's why I'm not buying straight away. And I've been waiting for Android to do something about it. I don't think it's gonna come anytime soon. So that's that. I'm gonna leave it as it is. But yeah, so I don't just buy cheap stuff, right? I do buy top of the line items. The only question is, laptop is what I use every day. I'm gonna just double back and I'm gonna close it up. As should I get quality over quantity? In this case, the table, right? I have to make a decision very soon because my back is killing me. So in this case, even a cheap table works wonders, but the cheap table is not a standing table. Now that's the issue, right? So if I do a quick calculation, it'll be about $100 plus another not say 100, but plus another $100 for a prop-up standing table gadget, which I find it useless, because I would rather spend that money, $300 excluding tax. So plus tax, I'm going to say it's $350. Let's put it at $400 for a standing table, electric standing table. So that's that. And yeah, I think that's about it. Health is wealth, right? We did know health is wealth. But anyhow, so yeah, a lot of things that I buy, quality over quantity. And then if we go a little bit more minimalist, one of the one of the takeaway of their core concept is, because you've got so little stuff, you have the money to actually pull up and get a very high quality item. In this case, you might, let's say in theory, right? In theory, you only need a bed, a table, and a chair, right? And then you can get just 3 items, the best quality, because you will earn a lot of money later on. I mean, not later on, but these are the things like yeah, good posture, stuff. And of course I want to do skiing, so there's money there. So it's a lot of budgeting. And to close this off, I think that's for tomorrow, is a lot of this high budget, high expensive stuff I need to stagger. Unfortunately, I need to stagger by. I'm gonna tell you that strategy, that's for tomorrow. So at the end of the day, seems like if I put everything in place, I should get the expensive table because it's a proper standing table. And that's about it, right? I know there's a little bit more fluff, but I'm gonna remove the fluff first. So this is the most important one: this standing table versus a normal table. Well, I think I should get that one. That's all I have for you for today. Until then, je te revis demain. Yeah. Anyway, sun's down. Oh. Sun's down. Go!